Hey guys, it's Purav from PDTechHD, and this video will be a hands-on of the recently announced BlackBerry Z10 smartphone, so let's get started. On the left hand side of the device you have a micro USB and a micro HDMI port, and it's nice to see BlackBerry opting for such standards rather than their own proprietary connectors. On the right hand side of the device you have the volume up and down buttons, and the central button allows you to handle pausing, playing, muting, as well as voice control. More on voice control a bit later on. On the bottom you have the speaker out port, which also doubles as a notch where you put your fingernail in to gently peel the battery door off. On the top of the device you have the 3.5mm headphone jack, a power button and a microphone for noise cancellation. On the back you have an 8-megapixel camera with autofocus and LED flash, capable of recording 1080p full HD video, and there's also a BlackBerry logo in the center. Also the textured rubber back makes it feel good in the hand. On the front you have a 4.2-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 768 pixels, giving it a pixel density of 355. Above that we have a 2-megapixel front-facing camera capable of recording 720p video at 30 frames per second, as well as an earpiece for making and receiving calls. Below the display we have another BlackBerry logo. The branding is strong in this one. Notice how the top and bottom edges are tapered. This, added with the previously mentioned rubber back, makes the device feel very comfortable in the hand. So moving on to the software, the Z10 is running BlackBerry 10. This operating system is very gesture based. As you can see here from the lock screen, swiping down from the top activates night mode, allowing you to set your alarm for the next morning, and to exit night mode you simply swipe down from the top and tap the exit button. Swiping up from the lock screen brings you to your home screen, and you get a preview while swiping. This is part of BlackBerry Flow. Continuing on with the gestures, swiping up from the bezel within any open application will turn it into an active frame and bring you to the multitasking window. Swiping down from the bezel will bring you to quick settings, which include toggles for Wi-Fi and rotation lock. BlackBerry has said its BlackBerry World application store now has 70,000 apps. Let's take a closer look at the Twitter app. On first glance, it's easy to see that it's pretty much a port of the Android or iOS equivalent. The settings seem to be pretty non-existent, and there's a weird bug where some users have said that when you reply to tweets, deleting your own username from a reply can cause the contacts to pop up. Going back to multitasking, if you have more than 4 active frames open at one time, you can simply scroll up and down to navigate between them. With BlackBerry 10 you get an improved keyboard experience, so let's take a look. You can see that predictions are shown in small letters above the letter you've just typed, and to accept the prediction you simply swipe up on that letter. This also works across multiple languages and is certainly a great and fast way of typing. The only issue, however, is when it comes to selecting text, because the magnifying glass gets covered by your finger. So the Z10 has NFC or near field communication. This means it can scan an NFC tag for things like browsing to a certain website, calling or texting someone, to name just a few. Don't worry if you don't have an NFC tag, because the Z10 can also scan barcodes without the need of a separate application. In the past, the browser on BlackBerry phones have been said to be old and outdated. Well, this has changed with BlackBerry 10. Not only does the new keyboard help to type out websites more efficiently, but content loads very fast and it's all smooth scrolling. Even on very graphic intensive sites like The Verge, for instance, the browser loaded the page fast and there were no checkerboards, as you can see. Voice control is activated by holding the middle button in between the volume buttons, as mentioned earlier. This allows you to speak various commands, from simply calling someone to updating your Facebook status just by using your voice. You simply say the command and tap the microphone button to make the action take place. Search Google for BlackBerry.
Searching the internet for BlackBerry.
Overall, from the short time that I demoed the BlackBerry Z10, it was a great handset. It felt good in the hand, the new keyboard worked well, and the OS seemed smooth. I actually did a detailed article on BlackBerry 10, the operating system, and that link is below the like button on this video, so be sure to check that out. Leave a comment if you guys want me to do a full review on this device, as well as your thoughts on it, and also hit that like button if you enjoyed this quick hands-on. You'll see my previous video on your screens now, which was the 1-year anniversary video, so please check that out if you missed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.